over here at this little section for MSI, it looks like they're showing off the Spatium M570 Pro PCIe 5.0. It's a 2 terabyte M.2 and allows us to play with the test. Now the numbers they're saying here is 2.4 gigabits per second reads and then 11.8 writes. So they just did the test. I'm gonna let that run, and then once that comes back, my biggest thing is the temperatures, right? So as these things read and write very heavily, those thermals climb up quite drastically, and we can see the cooler right here. So we were just looking at that on the backside wall, where we have passive cooling or active cooling, depending on the solution you're looking at. This one is definitely passive, it's not active, and it's sitting here, it's climbing up to 44 degrees right now. But yeah, it's getting those reads and writes as advertised, if not around or close to, which is very interesting to me. And they're just letting you test it here on a test bench. And while the main product is the NVMe Spatium M570, that AIO looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Either way, these NVMe drives, PCIe 5.0 is just getting better and better and just that much crazier. So let me know what your thoughts are. I have a Spatium, but I don't have the M570. I got the M470. And yeah, these things definitely would improve your life, or if you're a content creator, if you're editing on the go, you know, especially in a laptop. But the problem is cooling. If you can't keep them cool, they're not going to do you any good. So it's kind of like finding the right balance, because if you're going to be in a laptop and it doesn't have a good thermal solution, there's no point in running a drive like this that can do 12.4 or 11.8, because you're not going to hit that, because you're hitting the thermal limits of your actual M.2. So striking that balance is the best bet. I wouldn't put this on a laptop, but if I had a gaming desktop and I didn't have, you know, all the beautiful, because that's what most of these motherboards have, is all these beautiful shield and armor and protective, you know, M.2 chipset heatsinks, you know, then yeah, maybe something like this would work on the first M.2 slot. But then once you start getting down here, there's really no point, because then you're just going to be taking apart your motherboard, and all those beautiful aesthetics that you love are just going to fall apart. But yeah, so far so good. This thing is staying nice and cool, and it's hitting the target speeds that MSI provides. Spatium M570, PCIe 5.0 M.2 drive. Check them out.